earlier. It's only idea. It's easy. It's
Alright.
cheap.
Okay, good morning everyone. It's a very good experience and opportunity for me to be able to join with you all today. Once again, I am here with Coach Aloysius Benanagurawan. How are you, Coach?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, very good. So, I need to I need to hear another story from you again, Coach.
Okay.
This time, I would like to ask you about what we call as minimum viable product.
I see.
As we know, ideas are cheap, right?
Yeah.
Without being able to put it into real something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
MVP, yeah. MVP is like Achilles heel for student that develop their idea into the business, right? If you mention MVP, most of the time, a student or student startup will refer to the what we call it paper prototype, since it's easier. Yeah, it's easier, and then not required a lot of effort. Only a paper prototype. Stop.
Yeah.
It's not MVP, right? MVP, right?
Yeah.
It's only a paper prototype.
Correct.
Yeah. Because the real MVP is acceptable in the market.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so you kind of disagree if we talk about prototype.
Yeah.
So we talk about paper prototype.
Paper prototype is like we mentioned earlier. It's only idea. It's easy. It's
Alright.
cheap. The
So-
prototype is cheap.
So we can say it is safe to say that paper prototype is not so different with idea. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Okay.
People, if they talk about idea, they should create paper prototype. It's idea. It's only idea. But if they talk about MVP, it's not paper prototype.
Okay. So at least when we came up with idea, what we do usually either we use whiteboard or
Yeah.
even what we say tissue paper,
Yes.
just like some scratch whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we should do actually when we have came up with the idea, we have made some sketches,
Yeah.
and then what we should do. So what kind of actions that actually the startup founders should do to go into the next level, to be at least a little bit closer to the MVP phase?
Okay. For me, if we talk about student development from idea into prototype MVP, in regards to prototype, after they create the paper prototype, they need to talk to the market. They need to talk to the competitors. They need to talk to the suppliers to validate their idea. To validate and then to validate their prototype. After that, they will create the MVP, the real prototype that ready to launch to the market, and from there they can see the response from the market for their prototype. That's MVP.
Oh, okay. So
That's a lot of stages that they need to be
I
done,
see.
right?
So when we are talking about minimum viable product, it's supposed to be the final product that has been validated by the market.
The final prototype.
Final prototype.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So,
Final prototype. Once they ready with the operational, they're ready with the production, and then they can launch. We can safely say that's the product.
okay.
Then they can launch.
So basically, when we are talking about minimum viable product, it
Yeah.
should be something that could be function.
Yes.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
If it's not functioning, it's not MVP, right?
Yeah. Correct. Okay. So the keyword is function.
Function.
Okay.
Right.
Without that keyword, it's not considerable as MVP.
Yeah.
All right. So a little bit clear. Let me sum up a little bit here. So before we go to the MVP level,
Yeah.
we should make sure that we have ideas and that
Yeah.
we make sketches, which people tend to call as paper prototype.
Prototype.
Yeah, but to go to the next level, to the MVP level, it's still several stages,
Yes.
such as validating.
Validated.
Okay. Well, it's like a long way to go, but is it as long as that, or actually it could be simplified?
Yeah. People, the startup, the venture capitalist, investor, and then university
Mhm.
create a lot of effort to shorten the process, right?
Mhm.
There is an agile,
Yeah.
design thinking, and a lot of framework.
Yep.
That's we can use.
Okay.
Startup can use
Yep.
to shorten the stages, the process from paper prototype into the real MVP.
Okay. So basically, even though actually the stages are several,
Yeah.
are so many stages that should be passed,
Yeah.
but there are frameworks that could be used
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah.
So founders, you don't have to be afraid, no matter what kind of startup ideas that you have. Put it in the paper, put it into some sketches, so you would not be forgetting about that.
Yeah.
And then once you found the right team, you can discuss and then go to the next level. All right. So again, thank you very much, Coach Aloysius. This is a very enlightening discussion about minimum viable product. So when we talk about minimum viable product, it's not paper prototype. At least at this moment, I agree with Coach Aloysius that paper prototype is not function.
Yeah.
Right?
It's only idea.
Minimum viable product should be function. Therefore, according to Coach Aloysius, it should have been validated by the users.
Yeah.
So the final prototype has been validated, then we can call it as minimum viable product. Alright, thank you very much, Coach Aloysius. It's been a great discussion. I'll see you in the next topic. Thank you. See you next time.